Aloha, it's Vicky. Today I want you to go outside and collect just a few leaves that look have different shapes. And then I want you to come back in and place them on your paper and get your black pen out and be ready to go. The reason that I had you put your leaves on top of the paper is so that you would just see that they fit. Now you may paint your leaves a lot bigger or you may paint little tiny ones, but when you're learning how to draw, it's always best if you can draw the same size as nature. That doesn't always happen, and that's fine, but that's why I had you get smaller leaves that would fit on the paper. But now you can take them off the paper. I want you to go get a vase or something to hold the leaves in so that you can not have to touch them when you're drawing. So get a vase, and let's start on the first leaf here. Actually, let's do this one because it's the easiest leaf. And I want you to put your pen on top of the paper, and I don't want you to look at your paper. I want you to just keep your eye on the leaf. And I want you to make one continuous line. Don't pick your pen up. And just don't really look at what you're doing. Just sort of do it with your mind. Okay, there's one leaf. Now you can see that looks really weird, but that's okay. It's going to get better. Okay, go to the second leaf. And I want you to do the same thing. This one's shaped kind of like a heart. I'm going to go for the inside veins first. And I'm not looking at the paper. I'm just looking at the leaf. And once again, this is probably going to look a little strange, but it just gets your brain trained. Okay, that's that leaf. Now let's go to this interesting one. And I'm going to start again with the veins. And I know it's tempting to look at your paper, but don't do it. Okay, there's the third one. This time I want you to look at your leaf and look at your paper while you're drawing it. Now I started out a little goofy, but you know, it's okay. Like I said, things that look goofy, you look a lot more interesting. So you will see that you make an improvement over the last thing, and then just try not to lift your pen on this section, but if you have to, like I missed a big gap right there, you can just put in some of those lines there. Okay, let's go to the second leaf, and your leaves may look totally different from mine, but that's okay. Try to start with the veins first, because that sort of gives you an idea of the center of your leaf. And if you go off like I just did, that's okay. It's all fair. And you, like I said, you don't have to do a continuous line if you want to pull your pen up a little bit. But see, now that I have the vein in there, now I know sort of where the center is. So here's the center of my kind of Mickey Mouse leaves. And I want you to look at the leaf again because it's curving. It's not totally straight, which is the way most of us draw leaves when we're not really looking at nature. Okay, there's my second one. Here's my third one, and it's kind of shaped a little differently. One thing good about this kind of exercise is things that you think that you could never paint, that just look too hard or never draw. When you sort of get your brain trained and warmed up like we did earlier, then it really isn't quite so difficult when you get around to doing it. It's only a sheet of white paper, so it's not that scary. Okay, this leaf, I'm seeing a little bit of the leaf behind coming out here, so I'm going to add that. And then I can add the vein going up there, and the veins are coming out like that. Okay, now I want you to get whatever you want to color this with, either colored pencils or markers, whatever you have. Get those ready to go. One thing that's helpful to do when you're coloring in a leaf is to do your veins first. So I'm just going to do that with this one and that one. And then you can color in around it. And I won't finish the whole thing right now, I'll just show you. And this one, and it doesn't matter that that's a green leaf. Maybe you want to make this orange veins in this one. And the reason why I like you to use a black pen, because then you can really see all those veins. And maybe you want this leaf to be blue, even though that isn't real in nature, that's fine. Whatever colors you like, then you can start filling in between. Okay. You can see that I've finished coloring in my leaves, and when I started to do this leaf here, I started to do it in blue and orange, and it really looked pretty bad, so I just took a yellow marker and colored in all over it, so it looks a little more natural now. But if you like bright colored leaves, do the colors that you like. And I hope you had fun, and aloha, and God loves you.